on so many different fronts. We're being hammered. The stories that Hollywood brings us so often hurt us. You know, how many times have we left a movie where we're feeling wrong inside, or not great? There's something's not quite right here. You don't get that from the scripture. You don't get that from God's stories. In fact, you're built up, you know, and you're changed in a new way, from the inside out, in a dynamic way. So what's happening here is, with Hollywood, we have the power of the visual image, and we have these stories that Satan oftentimes is using, and we will see categorically that he's behind a lot of this. He's using them to change the hearts of men, and because they're such prominent players in our culture, it affects us all over the place, especially our kids.
We know that Satan uses the power of visual images to tempt us. When Jesus was on the Mount of Temptation, Satan gave him a vision to try to get Jesus to worship him. And he led him up and showed him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said to him, "If you will worship before me, it will all be yours." Jesus denied Satan's temptation and refused to worship him. However, with television and film, Satan is able to present his vision to the world 24/7, and unlike Jesus, most people are giving in to these temptations, which is an indirect expression of homage and worship to Satan. Beyond using his servants and writing and directing so many of the scripts that move so much of the world, Satan desires to have as much control of the characters in his vision as possible, so as to render them all the more tempting and effective. By this we mean that he seeks to animate and energize actors and